Did you know that apples weren't always America's favorite fruit? In the early 1900s, the U.S. government launched a radical campaign to promote apple consumption and combat malnutrition. This initiative was particularly significant during World War I, a time when food shortages were rampant and the apple industry was struggling. The U.S. Department of Agriculture (USDA) stepped in with a creative solution, a public relations blitz known as the Apple Campaign. This campaign not only saved the apple industry, but also established apples as a dietary staple, significantly improving public health in the process. In the early 20th century, apples were not the ubiquitous snack they are today. Many Americans viewed apples primarily as a source of cider rather than a wholesome everyday food. However, during World War I, food scarcity became a pressing issue. With many young men fighting overseas, agricultural production suffered, and malnutrition became a growing concern. The USDA recognized an opportunity to address these issues simultaneously. By promoting apples, they could help alleviate food shortages and support a struggling agricultural sector. The Apple Campaign was a comprehensive public relations effort that sought to elevate the apple from a humble fruit to a national symbol of health and nutrition. The campaign was spearheaded by the USDA's Bureau of Chemistry, which is now known as the Food and Drug Administration (FDA). The campaign utilized a variety of media and outreach strategies to reach the American public. Nationwide, posters, pamphlets, and even apple-themed events were organized to spread the message about the benefits of apple consumption. One of the most effective strategies of the Apple Campaign was its focus on education. Schools across the country integrated apples into their lunch programs, making them a regular part of children's diets. This was not just about providing a healthy snack. It was about ingraining the idea that apples were an essential part of a balanced diet. Teachers were provided with educational materials that highlighted the nutritional benefits of apples, including their high vitamin content and ability to boost energy levels. The campaign didn't stop at schools. The USDA enlisted public figures, including doctors, dietitians, and even celebrities, to endorse apples. These endorsements helped to build credibility and trust among the public. Magazines and newspapers featured articles about the health benefits of apples, while radio programs discussed how to incorporate apples into everyday meals. This widespread media coverage ensured that the message reached a broad audience. The Apple Campaign also tapped into the power of community events to promote apples. Apple festivals, fairs, and competitions became popular across the country. These events not only celebrated the fruit, but also educated people on its various uses. Cooking demonstrations showed how apples could be incorporated into a wide range of dishes, from savory to sweet. Recipe booklets were distributed, offering ideas for apple-based meals that were both nutritious and delicious. As the campaign gained momentum, apple consumption began to rise dramatically. The efforts to promote apples were not limited to fresh fruit. The campaign also highlighted the versatility of apples in different forms. Dried apples, applesauce, and apple butter were promoted as convenient and nutritious alternatives, especially during times when fresh produce was not readily available. By the end of the Apple Campaign, apple consumption had soared. Apples had transitioned from being a secondary crop to a primary component of the American diet. This increase in consumption had a ripple effect on public health. The widespread adoption of apples helped to combat malnutrition, providing a reliable source of essential vitamins and nutrients. The campaign's success also had a lasting impact on the apple industry, ensuring its survival and growth for decades to come. The Apple Campaign is a fascinating example of how a targeted public relations effort can bring about significant change. It not only transformed the perception of a single fruit, but also had a profound impact on the nation's health. The success of the campaign was due to its multifaceted approach, combining education, media, and community engagement to create a lasting cultural shift. Today, apples are an integral part of American life, enjoyed in countless ways by people of all ages. The legacy of the Apple Campaign lives on, a testament to the power of strategic communication and the enduring appeal of a simple yet powerful fruit. Next time you bite into a crisp, juicy apple, remember that it wasn't just by chance that apples became a beloved staple in the American diet. It was the result of a well-orchestrated effort to promote health and nutrition during a challenging time in history. In conclusion, the Apple Campaign of the early 1900s is a remarkable story of innovation and resilience. It showcases how government intervention, combined with creative marketing and public engagement, can solve complex problems and leave a lasting legacy. Apples may seem like a common, everyday fruit now, but their journey to the top of America's fruit basket is anything but ordinary.